Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome into the St. Johns County show that's on in the afternoon. We're doing great this afternoon.
Holding it together.
Hope you're doing great as well. Actually doing great.
Yeah, totally.
We've got a good show ahead of you here today.
Great human being, great organization. I'm excited for this chat. This will be a good one.
Debi Redding sitting in with us. She is the executive director of the Homeless Coalition here in St. Johns County. And we're going to talk about, a lot. We've got a lot to talk about. They've got a lot going on, some new updates, and an event coming up that you should definitely know about.
Very tasty event. Exciting. Yes.
Yes, man. And so we'll get into all that, your horoscopes, your funnies, your events, all the stuff you look forward to here on this show, as soon as we tell you about our friends at Bozard Ford Lincoln, who I look forward to visiting their dealership every time I have the opportunity.
Good.
They've been more than just a dealership since 1949. They're a family-owned beacon of trust right here in St. Augustine. They were founded on the principles of honesty, integrity, and community service, and that Bozard family tradition continues to thrive through generations. They've got that state-of-the-art service facility, 91 climate-controlled bays out there, a quick lane for no appointment-needed maintenance, plus you can enjoy the comforts of their customer lounge and the unique flavors of Ford's Garage while you're there.
Very nice.
They are the proud recipients of the prestigious Triple Crown Award and named Florida's Dealer of the Year by Dealer Rater. Their team is dedicated to providing an enjoyable and efficient experience. Bozard Ford Lincoln offers the best in pricing, selection, and service just off 95 and State Road 16, where your satisfaction is their mission, and they are driven to inspire. Also, our friends at the Bailey Group.
Nice.
Because building the perfect plan to attract high-performing and loyal employees can be hard. Making sure that plan meets legal, regulatory, and other requirements is even harder. You need a program that is customized for you, not an off-the-shelf package. One that's designed for your size, your location, your number of employees, your demographics, and your type of business. Finding the right solution depends on having a different perspective that sees the bigger picture as well as the intricate details that you may miss. That's where the Bailey Group comes into the picture, bringing you the right service, people, technology, experience, and the insights that can help you see and do so much more. They strive to take the headaches out of the process. Let them do that for you. 904-461-1800. And then, of course, Alace Med Spa. When you are looking for a relaxing and rejuvenating experience, you know where to go. It's Alace Med Spa. They specialize in providing you with a wide range of luxurious spa treatments and advanced medical aesthetic procedures. Whether you are looking to unwind with a hydrofacial or enhance your natural beauty with things like Botox, dermal fillers, laser treatments, and a whole lot more, their expert staff will work with you to develop a personalized treatment plan tailored to your specific needs and goals. Check them out at alace.com and mention Davy's name when you go in for your first service, and they'll give you $100 off.
Yes, now is the time. They've got a lot of specials going on with skincare treatments, injectables, and body. Check that out on their socials. Very, very cool. And if you're a member, you get 20% off of these services. It's amazing.
That's awesome.
Yes.
It's huge. Lots of incentives to be a member out there. Elace.com. Debi, how are you this afternoon? Good to see you.
Great. Thank you guys for inviting me.
Yes.
Absolutely. You guys have a lot going on at the Homeless Coalition. First, for people who might be watching that may not know, give us a brief overview of what you guys do and what your mission is out there at the Homeless Coalition.
Sure. So the Homeless Coalition, we've been around for 26 years.
Okay.
We are located in the West Augustine area, which will now kind of become known as the West City area.
Is that really?
Yeah,
Is that the
we're
new
in West
branding?
City.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
So that's kind of exciting.
Yes.
We actually have a 5-acre campus. We're right off of Chapin Street, so off of West King, Palmer, and Chapin. And we have 23 homes for homeless families. And I think we are such a unique program. I don't really know of a whole lot of programs like ours because we are a campus, we're a community. The homes that we are located in were railroad worker homes back in the early 1900s.
Oh, wow.
So when you drive down Chapin Street, you'll notice they all look like little cottages, and they're the perfect size to bring our families in. And instead of having kind of like communal living for families, you have your own home.
That's really
and
nice.
that's what makes it really special.
Yeah.
We are bringing in the most vulnerable homeless families, and we don't even choose who comes into the Homeless Coalition. They come through Care Connect, through Flagler Hospital and the lead agency. And
we love Jennifer Wills on this show.
I love Jennifer too.
She's so awesome.
She's so fun.
Seriously,
she's the best Canadian ever.
But she's amazing. But through Care Connect, we have a lead agency here in St. Johns County that helps us to ensure that homelessness is rare, brief, and one time. That's all of our goal that work in this industry. So anyone who's experiencing a housing crisis can contact Care Connect. Care Connect will do an assessment and try to figure out what options are available for you. Well, if you are a homeless family, you have minor children living in your household, then you may be a great candidate for the Homeless Coalition. So you would be referred to us. Most of our families, they have to be literally homeless. And what that means is living in a place not meant for human habitation, right? So you're living in the woods, you're living in your car, you're living in a shed, or you're in an emergency shelter. You may be at St. Francis House. You may be at Port in the Storm. Actually, we have some young people with children, Port in the Storm. You may be at Betty Griffin Center. So that's really where we get the referrals. So Care Connect, they call in, they say, hey, I got to leave Betty Griffin. I need a place to go. I'm at St. Francis. We're trying to find permanent housing. We're in our car. Where do we go? Well, you may get referred to the Homeless Coalition, which is amazing because we have single family homes for those families. And when families come to us, most of them have trauma, right?
Yeah,
they have experienced something horrific in their lives. Or it may be that they've lost their job, and anybody who doesn't know where they're going to sleep at night or where their next meal is going to come from is experiencing, depression. You get in this survival mode and you just think day to day to day. And when you're just thinking day to day, you're not making good decisions, right? Because you just want to know, where am I going to sleep? What am I going to do with my kids? The biggest fear is not just where am I going to sleep and what I'm going to eat. It's, will somebody take my children from me? Right?
Yeah.
So, that just adds another layer on top. So
that must make it hard for people to come forward and ask for help sometimes, right?
It does. And a lot of people, they have a lot of pride.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
True, yeah.
And so when a family is referred to us, the first thing, they'll come in, they'll fill out an application, and we'll talk about, what were your barriers? What happened? And, tell us a little bit about what caused the situation, and let's see what we can do to work on a plan to help you become a little more self-sufficient. So the first month a family comes into our program, the goal is to get a job. You have to have earned income to really change your situation.
Absolutely.
So you need to have money coming in, right? Yeah. And then get the lights and water in your name, because it's important for you to start building your credit. So once you can get lights and water in your name, you're working, that should happen in that first 4 weeks. That's a big deal.
Yeah.
And then that really starts the process. Then the case manager can be working with you, setting goals. Many of our families have never even thought about goals. And so you kind of start off with, well, what are your dreams? What would you like to see? Where would you like to be? So we do a lot around goal setting with our families. But then it's life skills. If a family has never really thought about what money do I have coming in and what money do I have going out and how do I sustain, then we have to work with those families to say, okay, now you have a job. You have this much money coming in. They pay rent at the Homeless Coalition. This isn't a free place for a family to stay. It's all about education and teaching the family how to become self-sufficient. So we work with those families to.
Is it temporary housing or is it like forever home? Like what is that?
It's not your forever home.
Okay.
It's just a step in their journey.
Gotcha.
We offer two types of housing. We have transitional housing, which is up 18 to 24 months, and that's $550 a month.
Okay.
So you come in, you may not be working. We want to make sure you get a job. We also want to make sure we're all about the kids. We want to make sure your kids are going to school or that your children have a voucher so that they can go to daycare so that you can go to work.
Yes.
Right. So we work on that. But we also have permanent housing, which is you sign a 12-month lease.
Oh, okay.
So just like if you were moving into an apartment, However, you sign a 12-month lease with us, and as long as you abide by the terms of the lease, we will renew your lease. But we also offer supportive services. Supportive services are critical because when a family comes in, you're not just housing another family, right? This is a family that has trauma. This is a family that has issues that they have to learn how to deal with, and they need to know what resources are available to them. So when a family comes in and we understand their barriers and their traumas and what's going on, then we can bring in those resources to help those families. And, and that's really critical. It's not just housing. You have to have the services. So a family needs to understand, okay, if something happens, I can talk to my case manager, and my case manager is going to tell me, help me work through that challenge. And so I can learn how to stand on my own 2 feet. What's important and what do I pay first? And, those types of
That's
things.
great.
And with all these,
Yes.
with all these systems that you have in place and your case managers who are really helping coach people in many, many ways. You guys, if I understand it right, have like an 85% success rate on getting people to self-sufficiency.
We do. Yeah. Which really is very high.
Yeah.
But the reason that it's high is because we really have to engage and create relationships with our families. Case managers are critical in that aspect, but so are all the other resources, right? Understanding what resources are available here in St. Johns County. There are hundreds of resources and people just don't know about them. So, and understanding how to get your food stamps. People struggle with SNAPs and how to apply. And so making sure people have access to whatever they are eligible for is important. But if they're struggling and they've got some depression going on or just some mental health issues or problems with managing their meds, then, going out to EPIC or SMA and bringing them in as resources and, getting those referrals out and matching them up with the services they need so that they can deal with the challenges and then move forward.
Yeah.
So that's important.
I like that there's rules in place too, but I want to ask you, where do you draw the line between empathy and tough love? You know what I mean? How do you guys navigate through those waters?
Yeah, that's a real tough one. It's a great question, Davey. We really take the time and have to be very patient and listen to our families and what they're saying. And then also using what's kind of known as trauma-informed care, not telling them what to do, but asking them, okay, well, if you do this, what do you think will happen?
Yeah, it's like talking to a man. You have to actively suggest. I'm just saying, yeah.
Well, yeah, so what do you think will happen if you do this?
Yeah.
Right? What would happen if maybe you did this? And get them to think through that process. And it's really interesting to watch the wheels really start turning and getting them to engage. Not everybody engages, but when they do, and when they learn, don't be afraid. If something's not going your way or you're afraid of something, you don't want to come in and say, I don't have the money to pay my rent this month because I had to fix my car so I could get to work. And sometimes people just want to run and hide from that situation.
Absolutely.
And to learn that's not the answer. Yeah. To be silent, to not answer your door, that's not the answer. Come in, share with us what's going on, and then let's come up with a plan on what's the best way to solve that for you.
Like that. That's cool.
Right. And so then they're not fearful and we can all kind of pull together. And sometimes we all come together in a room and we're like, okay, here's the situation. Sometimes we have new situations we have never experienced before. Things even with immigration. And so we're like, okay, let's bring all the right resources together and let's talk about this and how do we solve for it? And once the families really see you're there to help them, then they really engage. And we tell the families right up front, you have to give 51%, right? We're going to help you every way we can, but you got to do this.
Give some ownership by you, right?
Well, and if you actually sit with a family on the phone who's struggling because they can't pay their light bill, and, we're working on getting resources for them to pay their light bill, but they've never made a phone call to FPL to say, is there something that I can do? Is there a payment plan? Our case manager will sit with them. They won't make the call, right? We'll be there with you And if they ask you a question you don't know how to answer, we'll help you answer that question. But we want you to learn how to make those phone calls.
That's powerful.
And that's how people succeed, because you know what that does? Then when that works, it builds their self-confidence.
Right.
And they're like, oh, I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And that's
cool.
really important. But yeah, 15% don't make it. You know who doesn't make it? The people who aren't serious about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
The people that were really just looking for a place to sleep and stay and be taken care of.
Mm-hmm.
That's not who we are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, speaking of a place to sleep, you guys have a new housing project that you're working on, right?
We do.
16 new homes. Is that right?
Wow, that's
Very
big.
cool. Tell me about this.
Yeah, so we're working on an expansion plan. We've got 2 phases. The first phase is to move our office, and in moving our office into one building, that'll free up a home, because our offices are in 2 houses right now.
Okay.
That'll free up a home for a family, so we're excited about that. It's also going to give us a building that will be our children's education center, because children are really at the heart of what we do, right? We want to make sure children do not lose their ground educationally while they've been experiencing a housing crisis, because that happens all too often.
Absolutely.
So we'll have a children's education center. We already do tutoring, and we have kids activities. We work with the University of St. Augustine Health Services, Health Science. They come in and they work with our kids. So there's a lot going on there. So that's our phase 1. Phase 2, the most exciting and also most expensive phase, is we're looking to build 8 duplexes or 16 homes, 2 and 3 bedroom. It's on our campus. We own the land. So, you know, the first hurdle, so we could say we're like shovel ready almost.
Yeah.
Right? We're ready to go. And they'll be permanent. So signing a 12-month lease. It's on a beautiful piece of property that goes down to the San Sebastian River.
Cool.
Nice.
Yeah, so it would be beautiful. But it's much needed. I know you guys hear about it all the time, right? The lack of affordable housing. Well,
yes.
really, what is affordable housing?
I know.
Well, it's affordable if you're only spending 30% of your income on the housing. So you think about that. Many of our service workers, they're making less than $20 an hour. It used to be, if we could get people up to $15 an hour.
Yeah, remember?
You know, yeah, we'll be doing good. No, that's not the case anymore. Over the last 5 years, rents have doubled.
Yeah.
Right? I used to do a housing list, $800 a month. We could find places. That doesn't exist anymore.
No, nowhere
right?
close. Yeah.
Fair market rent for a 2-bedroom is $1,600.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, do you know how much that means? You have to be making $4,800 a month.
That's a lot
To
of
afford
money.
that.
Yeah.
That is a lot of money.
We
can
just
tell
don't
you.
have the amount of jobs that pay that much. here.
Right,
You know,
exactly.
it's just-
So we're in a tourist town. You've got people working in hospitality. You know, this is what we're dealing with, but we don't have a place for people to be. So a lot of families are falling into homelessness. That it's not because of a mental health issue, a substance abuse issue. It's because they can't afford to live here.
Right.
Yeah.
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 You know? And that's really sad. So what these 16 homes will do is, for those families that fall into homelessness, it gives them an option. It's, you know, that $850. If you can keep rent under $1,000 a month, you can house those families and house them. And part of what we've talked about is for how long, you know, how long can they stay? Well, in permanent housing, I just had a family move. Major success story for us. We've worked with that family for 7 years.
Wow. That's
That was
amazing.
our longest family. It was a mom and 2 children. She came to us in transitional housing. She struggled at first, and then she got a job. She actually started working for UPS, but, you know, part-time over the holidays.
Yeah.
She ended up getting hired on permanently. She moved over into our permanent housing after the 2 years. She has been with UPS that entire time.
That's awesome.
She's got her salary up to a pretty decent salary, right? She was ready to move out into the community, move on into permanent housing. And that's what we consider a success.
That's amazing.
When they move into permanent housing. Her and her 2 girls, and the tutor that was working with her girls has actually followed them to say, I'll help you, you know, over where you've moved to.
That's great.
So, you know, that's what we do this for. But we have to be able to provide that housing for a period of time to where you can get your income up it may not be, if you're a server, you may not get that income to where you need it to be, but maybe you go and you get a certification. Maybe you go to the tech school.
Yeah.
Right. So what can we do to help you so that you can work enough to pay your rent, but also get to school and get a certification so that you can get out there and make $25 an hour?
Yeah, absolutely.
Right?
And then we're talking.
And then more options open up to you. So yeah, our average is about 3 years at the Homeless Coalition.
So we're talking money a little bit.
Yeah.
You guys could definitely use some help in the form of donations to make this housing expansion possible, correct?
Absolutely. So our phase 1 will cost about $300,000, and our phase 2 is $3 to $5 million.
Wow.
So that's pretty significant.
Oh yeah.
We're a small little agency. We have 6 employees to do all the work we do and maintain those properties.
Wow.
So $3 million, $5 million, that is a dream to us. So it is a big dream.
Well, let's manifest it, name it and claim it.
That's
You're
right.
getting this. Yes.
We are manifesting it right now. But we know it can be done, right? Look at home again. Look at Alpha Omega.
Absolutely.
It can be done.
Big dreams.
And you have to have those big dreams. And as a community, we need this desperately for these families so that they're not on the street or they're leaving St. Johns County. We don't want that. These are families that have lived here their whole lives. Their parents lived here. They don't want to go somewhere else. But they can't afford. Half our families don't even have cars.
Oh, wow.
Right? So they actually bike to work or walk to work. And we have to have a safe place. So we provide safe and decent housing. It is not, this is not a showcase, but it's safe for you. And it's yours for the time you're there. And it's just your family in that house. And we're going to work with you to get you up to where you can be self-sufficient and do this on your own and even come back. They come back and give back because they want to help the next person.
So Debbie, how can the community help you guys? Like, do you guys have any events or anything that people could just jump in and
We do. So aside from needing the millions of dollars, right?
Yes.
And we're working on a plan. We have a strategic plan, of course, and we have a great board. So we're working on our strategic plan to hopefully go out there and seek some money, perhaps from the state of Florida, perhaps from the county, to help us in this endeavor because it helps us all. But on a smaller scale, so we don't do a lot of fundraisers. We're so small. We don't do that.
Yeah, you don't need another thing on your plate. I know. It's like everyone just stroke a check. Yeah.
But twice a year, we work with Adam Morley at Janung's Fish Camp, and we love him so much.
Awesome dude.
He is an awesome dude. He and his wife. And so on September the 21st, from 4:30 to 6:30, we have a low country boil, and it is the traditional. In a big pot, the shrimp and the corn and potatoes and the sausage. And so we cook that all up, and we're also going to have some oysters, do a little oyster roast. And it's so much fun because if you've never been to Janung's, you have to go. But it's, right on the Intercoastal. We do it at sunset. It's just a beautiful place. It's laid back. It's like old Florida. And you can just enjoy yourself. We've got Lauren from Bad Dog Mama.
Oh, amazing. Yes.
She's so awesome. She's going to be playing. And so we're just really looking forward to it. It's relaxing. It's chill. That's the kind of the way we are. So that's what our events are like. And enjoy yourself. It's $50 a person.
Oh my goodness, that's so great.
Eventbrite. I know, it really is. Because
you go out to dinner, 2 people
and you're getting seafood.
Right.
Come on.
This is really special.
So it really is. It's a great deal. It's for a great cause. And tickets are available on Eventbrite, and we would love to see you there.
So fun.
Cool.
I love that.
So for people who are inspired by this conversation, inspired by the work that you're doing day in and day out, how can they get involved? How can they reach out to you? How can they volunteer, donate, all that good stuff?
Well, that is all good stuff. So what you can do, if you go out to our website, you can learn a little more about us. Okay. And that's at homelesscoalitionstjohns.com. You can always call. I love to give tours. Obviously, I love to talk about our program. It's near and dear to my heart. It's my passion because we do so much good. So you can call us at 904-819-0059. We're out on Facebook at Homeless Coalition St. John's. And you can donate online. We need your donations. One thing we didn't mention is we have a supportive service office that is open to the community. So it's not just our families that we serve. We serve over 500 people a month coming into our food pantry, and our volumes have doubled over the last year, believe it or not. So food insecurity is huge.
Yeah, yeah.
More and more families we have never seen coming into our food pantry. Our food pantry is open Monday through Friday from 10 to 2. And mostly non-perishable foods. And thanks to Publix, we have baked goods and breads.
Good. Okay.
So we're there for that. And we need volunteers. Volunteers can help us work in the office to sort donations. We give out toiletries. We give out socks. We do everything we can to help those in need in that West Augustine community.
I love that. That's
Yeah.
awesome. You guys
Really
are doing
cool.
amazing stuff.
Yeah. Debbie, thank you for coming in and sharing so
Thank
much
you.
of this awesome information. And thank you for what you and your team are doing every single day. It's just so impactful in our community. And it's,
Well, thank
as
you.
you mentioned, very, very much needed.
Well, it is. It's very much needed. We need a whole lot more of it. And I want to thank you guys for inviting me. That's so super sweet to help
Yes,
us get
of
the
course.
word out and let people
course.
know. And yeah, y'all are a blessing to the community. So
Thank
thank
you.
you.
So are you. Amazing.
Aw.
That's very inspiring.
Absolutely.
All right.
Yeah.
Wow, man. A lot more going on than I even imagined.
And I love the
out there.
organization and like how they organize it for people. I just think that there's a route of success, and I think that
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
beautiful. Yeah.
And that's what seems to be the underlying message, is getting everybody to that route to success.
yes, sir.
It's possible.
Yep.
It's possible, and they can help you do it. Hey, if you're a St. Johns County resident,
Uh-oh.
we got a heck of a deal for you.
I
If
like
you are
'em.
looking forward to an unforgettable weekend at Sing Out Loud, it's coming right up, man. This is a couple weeks away.
Yes, sir.
Those 2-day general admission tickets are officially sold out. But we've got a limited number reserved just for you.
Nice.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Mhm.
Available exclusively through this special offer. You can join us September 21st and 22nd in historic downtown for the Live Wildly Showcase, featuring incredible performances by Eric Church and Noah Kahn. Here's the best part. You can snag these tickets below face value.
Big deal.
Yeah. But the excitement does not stop there. With your ticket purchase, you'll get access to 7 top St. Augustine attractions, absolutely free.
So cool.
Explore the ancient city with Old Town trolley tours, visit the old jail experience. That's a great experience if you've never been out there. It's really cool to see that old jail. The oldest store museum, Harry's, Harry's, I said Harry's for Potters, like it's Harry Potter.
Harry Potter.
I've never even seen that movie. Potter's Wax Museum, not Harry Potter's Wax Museum.
No. Yeah.
Discover the St. Augustine History Museum, see the Fountain of Youth, and dive into the Pirate and Treasure Museum. Again, absolutely free. All you got to do is get discounted tickets to
Right.
Sing Out Loud.
What a
That's
deal.
a pretty great deal. A really great deal. Don't miss out on this exclusive opportunity. Get your tickets now at the Welcome Center and enjoy a great weekend. It's gonna be a lot of people out there.
Yeah, family friendly. That
Yeah,
sounds like something
fun
to do.
time.
Hey, so when was the last time you gave your home air conditioning unit some love? Well, for a fabulous 45 years, Steve Chapman's All-American Air have been the AC hero of St. Augustine and beyond. We're talking St. John's, Flagler, Duval, and Putnam counties. They're not just the experts, they're the cool cats of warranty and non-warranty service work. They also have preventative maintenance service agreements, new construction installations, and rocking high-efficiency systems from Lennox Wonders to the ultra-smart iComfort thermostat. They've got all your HVAC products in sight. Give them a call today. They've also got home services, 904-461-0070.
And of course, our friends at Bin 39, where you are absolutely going to find your new favorite wine for any occasion. You might have already found your new favorite wine for just sitting around and drinking after the long, tough day.
Yes.
Maybe you need to find your new favorite wine for the upcoming Halloween party
Uh-oh.
that you're going to be having,
Yep.
or the Christmas party. People are already planning for Christmas.
You better buy them now.
Yeah, and you can consult with the experts down there at Bin 39, and they're going to help you find the best of the best. I'm not kidding when I tell you Irving Cass literally scours the globe for the best wines on the planet.
Yes.
Very lucky that he's in St. Augustine and makes these wines available to us. If you love wine, there's no other place you need to go other than Bin 39. They're right there at 4 St. George Street. Give them a call. See what they got for you, 904-827-5740. All right, my favorite part of the show.
Yeah, it's your favorite.
Yep, horoscope time. Libra and Aquarius, we got a lot on deck for you today.
Oh, boy.
Libra. Patient Libra. Your desire for balance will be met with karmic cackles this week. Your efforts to mediate conflicts will end up creating more drama than an amateur Shakespeare production.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a lot of drama. Professionally, you'll find yourself buried under a pile of tasks no one else wants to touch, making you wonder if you're the office janitor disguised as an employee. Oh, they didn't. Okay. Financial matters will take a comedic tone as unexpected expenses appear for things you never even knew existed. Romantically, your pursuit of harmony will result in more misunderstandings than a bad game of charades.
Yes.
By the week's end, your desperate attempts at self-care will be interrupted by everyone else's problems, because apparently you're the universe's Swiss Army knife.
Oh, well, a lot to choose from, though.
A lot.
Yes.
Yeah, a lot in the Swiss Army knife.
There, yeah.
Did your dad ever make you carry around a Swiss Army knife as a kid?
It did.
Mine
I did.
too.
Yes, very nice.
Yeah.
Red.
Yeah, those little red ones. They had the scissors and the toothpicks and the knife
Toothpick and the tweezer.
Yeah, the toothpick. Ugh.
That was weird, right? Why would
Yeah.
you put that
Nobody
in?
wants a reusable toothpick.
No. But I'll tell you, you probably can find a Swiss Army knife at this vintage courtyard.
Can I do Aquarius first?
Oh, my bad. I thought you were done.
No, it was so long. It felt like that was the entire horoscope thing. Yeah.
You're like, can you just not jump on my segment? Thanks.
No, you're good. You're good. Aquarius. I mean, because they love the pain too.
Yeah, they were like, oh, wow, he's skipping us. Okay.
Yeah, no, you're not getting off that easy, Aquarius. Davey tried to save you.
I tried, BJ.
Innovative Aquarius, your week will be a testament to why originality is wasted on the mundane masses. Your groundbreaking ideas will be so far ahead of their time, they might as well be written in hieroglyphics for all the understanding that your colleagues will have of it. Financial stress will rear its ugly head, forcing you to deal with annoying realities of budgeting.
Wow. Yeah, well.
Stuff to do. Romantically, your partner will either suffocate you with demands or be as emotionally available as a brick.
Very heavy.
Yeah. Your social life will feel like engaging in a series of awkward silences, punctuated by desperately dull small talk. By the weekend, your thirst for intellectual and emotional stimulation will be crystallized into one echoing question. Why do you even bother? Crystallized. Yeah.
Interesting. Yikes.
All right, sir, please take over.
So now find a Swiss Army knife.
All right, great.
There's a new market called Vintage Courtyard. Come check out their first market on September 6th, which is tomorrow. If you're attending the show at Colonial Oak Music Park, they're right across the street behind Vintage Clothing Company and The Sweet Spot. Again, it's this Friday, 12 o'clock p.m. it starts. But yeah, it's going to be very, very cool. This is the Vintage Art Market.
Okay. Vintage art.
Okay, so here he is in town, the Beetlejuice Pub Crawl in St. Augustine. We love this dude. He's amazing. Shout out to Scott. Don't ghost around this chance. It's showtime, baby. Sip on some spooky spirits, stroll through the haunted spots, and experience the night of fun on this Beetlejuice Pub Crawl. Join us as he turns on the juice to see what shakes loose on this spirited pub crawl with the ghost with the most. Very, very cool. He's got pranks. Of course, there's a lot of libations. I love that they're going to all these different venues downtown, so supporting local businesses. But yeah, starting this Friday, and it will go all the way through the end of October. Yeah, but book it up quick. It's a tour with Beetlejuice.
Those are fun, man.
Yeah,
everybody really loves those. It's really what we dream of as St. Augustine is riding around and yelling at people on the road.
It really is. It
And
gives
they
you an
do
option.
Beetlejuice gets to do it as a job.
So great.
Oh,
Yes. And then they
I want
morphs
that
into the
job.
Grinch. I mean, it literally just keeps going. It's wonderful.
Scott, if you ever need a spare Beetlejuice, I will happily ride around town and yell at tourists.
Oh, that's awesome. You know he's going to take you up on that.
I will do it.
Hey, kicking off September with a bang, it's the Girl Gang, St. Augustine, craft cocktails, sips and glitz. They're excited to gem with the queen of bling herself at the Crafty Blonde Company. She is opening up her studio for the first time for this Girl Gang market. They have craft cocktails and, of course, at the Bling headquarters. Mimosas and snacks will be provided, as well as all the tools you'll need to bling out your safety keychain knife. Oh, look at it. It's like a theme today.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
Swiss Army, you're going to get blinged out. Go to girlgangstaugustine.com and find out some more information. But craft and cocktails, sips and glips, September 29th, 1 to 3 p.m.
All right. Hey, if you want your teeth blinging,
Oh, hey, all right.
Did a good transition for once.
Rick, we needed like a star coming out of his mouth on that. Yeah, like a Colgate smile.
Stop by Magnolia Family Dentistry. They are redefining what it means to visit the dentist in St. Augustine and St. Johns County. Led by the ultra dynamic Dr. Paula Rodriguez. Magnolia Family Dentistry is not just about clean teeth. Clean teeth?
Deet.
Teeth.
Oh, teeth.
It's about a clean and extraordinary experience across the board. From the moment you step through their doors, you're going to be welcomed into a state-of-the-art practice that prioritizes your comfort and your well-being. Experience the difference with Magnolia Family Dentistry. Their commitment to excellence shines through in every aspect of their care, from the routine checkup to the advanced procedures. Dr. Rodriguez and her dedicated team provide a warm, caring atmosphere where your health and happiness come first. 904-824-0990. See why so many of your friends and neighbors are smiling so big about Magnolia Family Dentistry. Speaking of big smiles, Shayla Moore. You're going to step beyond the velvet rope and into the heart of plush romance at Shayla Moore. St. Augustine's premier jazz venue, tapas lounge, and special events space. There really is nothing like it. You'll treat yourself to an unforgettable evening with Chef Ellie Rose's artisanal tapas as they dazzle your taste buds, and Chef Austin crafts fresh, vibrant, and exclusive sushi experiences to elevate your palate. Sip on fabulous drinks while live jazz fills the air, creating a perfect date night ambiance. And if you're looking to host a special event of between 20 and 50 people, they can handle anything you can throw at them. Rehearsal dinners, baby showers, luncheons, parties, celebrations, award shows, like award
I love it.
banquets.
Yeah.
They can do it.
They can. From 50 to 150, right?
Yeah.
That's nice.
That should fit all the people you know in there. I'm just going to make a joke about your friendship life, but my friendship life is a joke. So
that's all right. If you say free, then you all of a sudden have a lot of friends, right? Yeah.
That's right.
Exactly. That could be your friend recruiting event.
Oh, okay. Yeah. A friend recruiting event. I like that. I need that in my life. Mention 904 now and save $200 on that reservation. BitesBubblesandJazz.com. Check them out.
And check out Panache and Aveda Salon. They believe that self-care is an essential part of a balanced lifestyle. Their dedicated team is passionate about helping you achieve a sense of well-being and confidence that radiates from within. Whether you're treating yourself to a luxurious spa day or enhancing your natural beauty at their salon or exploring their comprehensive range of retail products, they're there to exceed your expectations. Go check them out today at getpanache.com and get with it, boo.
All right, sir, what you got for us?
All right, old school Twitter. Here we go.
Okay.
Found some images that raise more questions than they provide answers.
Okay, love these.
First one is a free kitten. Oh,
nope. No thanks.
Careful. Next up, okay, spoiler alert. This one's wrong. They got the crucifix in the background, and then the baby Jesus was just born. I gotta call
that hasn't happened yet.
Yeah, that haven't happened yet.
Okay.
Next up, who wore it better, this teacher or the highlighter?
I think. Yeah.
All right.
Very slimming.
Oh, here it is. Harukin.
Oh, we were talking about it this morning.
That's right. Yes. Next up, just close up shop. Take a shower.
Yeah,
we don't need any more kids in this family. Good Lord.
Way too many children.
Yikes. If we lose, we get baptized. If they lose, they're going out drinking with us.
Wow.
All right. Mormons versus regular people. That's hysterical. Next up, okay, this is Florida life, right?
Mm-hmm. That happened to me last week.
Really? Oh, scary. Next up, all employees must stop crying before returning to work. I think that's a nice reminder. Yeah.
Okay.
And then look at this epic photobomb, right?
How did that happen?
Jumping from his balcony, I guess? Oh, jeez. And then finally, this is not a way to cool off. This is not sanitary. Yeah.
Well, you got the second part right. The first, it is a way to cool off, but it's not the ideal way.
Not the ideal way there.
Right, yeah. Man. Good stuff. Thank you for a good show, Davey. Thank you to Rick for pressing all the buttons and Debbie for coming in and filling us in. You guys have a great rest of your day, and we'll look forward to seeing you in the morning.
Bye, everybody.